And this is such an enjoyable contest. Both men with big smiles on their faces, but the bell rings and they are all business. They are just enjoying the pure competitive aspect of the sport. Unique offense on display here by Johnny Saint.
He's down.
And Kidd just can't keep him down again. Kidd just doesn't know what to do to keep the man down. And Johnny Saint absolutely exemplifies something I have always said about wrestling. It doesn't matter how big you are or how strong you are. If you are a good enough wrestler, if you are a good enough technical wrestler, if you know the right holds, if you can apply them properly, you can beat anybody on any given night. And that is why a relatively small man like Johnny Saint has achieved so much success. So much success in his career. He made his debut in June 1958. That is right, fans, 1958. Wrestling now for nearly 40 years. And incredible flexibility there. And Johnny Kidd, you've got to laugh because Johnny Kidd just doesn't know what to do. And how could he? He is being tied up in knots. His left leg absolutely tied up in knots. May get a submission. Saint cinches it in a little tighter. Kidd forces the break. And now Kidd with a nice reversal of his own. Kidd looking to roll him back. And Johnny Kidd, who has himself been a star for the better part of 30 years, would himself claim that Johnny Saint was a huge influence on his career. And this is a great opportunity for him. Just on a purely personal level, to wrestle and meet one of your heroes, like he's doing now. He fought Johnny Saint early on in his career, unsuccessfully in a matchup for the World Championship. Indeed, he's also fought legends such as Mick McManus. But he would dearly love to score a tick in the W column against Johnny Saint. And believe it or not, he is one full up already, so it might well happen here tonight. We have seen stranger things happen already here tonight at Legend Showdown. We have seen a new LDN British Champion crowned. Congratulations once again to Yorgos Christopoulos for the match of his life, defeating the notorious John Ritchie. We have seen Brian Goldbelt Maxine defeat Johnny Kidd of all people already. Kidd now landing hard on the outside of the ring. Back up to his feet and in the ring already. He doesn't want to waste a second of this matchup, but he's out again. Kidd is out again. This time a little slower getting back, but still desperate to get back into the matchup, and Johnny Saint respects that hugely. And now Johnny Saint again, a very unique reversal. Slowly easing himself out of the hold. And he invented that. He invented that. And now I think Johnny Kidd must surely be starting to get a little bit frustrated. And I will say this about Johnny Saint. It does not look like he has not wrestled for more than 10 years. Not one speck of ring rust on him. And are the shoulders down? They're not down. But referee Chris Roberts getting right in there to check. And Kidd may be on the verge of submitting. Johnny Saint has his wrist tied up. Flips him over again. Kidd back on the mat. And just bending that wrist back, pulling on the fingers. And what a contest we are seeing here today. And a unique maneuver there from Kidd, but Saint lands on his feet. A double leg Nelson roll up, and just a 1 count there. And the fans here at Legends Showdown hugely appreciative of this contest. Johnny Kidd now in control. What's Saint going to do to counter this one? Oh, well, Johnny Kidd's... oh, my goodness. Johnny Saint having a little bit of fun there, and Johnny Kidd just cannot quite keep up with this veteran. Nonetheless, he is still 1 fall ahead at the end of round 3.
Seconds away, round 4.
We're going now to the second half of this contest. And Johnny Kidd still 1 fall up. A very scientific bout we are seeing here. 2 men who know each other very well. Johnny Saint, a bona fide legend of the sport. His like do not come along every day, and that is why he is so revered and so beloved, not just by the fans here in attendance tonight, not just by the thousands watching at home, but of course by all of the wrestlers here in the locker rooms today, by all of the men who came out earlier on this evening in the Legends Parade. Every single one of them looks up to this man, Johnny Saint. He has influenced the shape of British wrestling. Oh my goodness! The legendary Lady in the Lake. And he hooks him over into a pin. And Kidd kicks out the Johnny Saint special there. Famous for the move. There's a cover. And Saint finally equalises things up in round 4. 1 fall apiece. The legendary Lady in the Lake there. Saint tied himself up into a ball.
Round 4, and equalises 4-2 Johnny Saint.
1 fall apiece. 2 rounds remaining. And these 2 wrestlers just having a great time. Make no mistake about it, they are fighting to win, but this is a wrestling matchup. Both men want to prove to the other that they are the kings of this sport. And it's unfortunate for Steve Gray that he was too injured to compete here tonight. Nonetheless, he has got a great view of the action, serving as Johnny Kidd's corner man. And you can well believe that between rounds he is dishing out very helpful advice indeed. And strong words of encouragement for his friend, Johnny Kidd, who has very kindly stepped into this matchup at the last possible minute. Will Saint looking to hoist Johnny Kidd up? No, he doesn't. He flips him through. Kidd there with the reversal. Throws Saint into the corner. Saint goes under. It's... oh my! It's the Russ Abbott! It's the Russ Abbott! Kidd doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Flips him through. Hooks the legs. There's the cover. And Johnny Saint scores the second and winning fall there, defeating Johnny Kidd 2 falls to 1 in this, the main event of Legends Showdown. What a matchup, what a show, and what a win there for Johnny Saint. A standing ovation there for both men. Johnny Kidd and the victor, Johnny Saint.
Johnny Kidd.
A handshake there between Steve Gray and Johnny Saint.
And Steve Gray.
A round of applause for Steve Gray. What a contest. What a contest. Handshakes all round.
If you bear with me between my gaspings of breath, this fellow is running off the feet tonight. Let's not forget, he's already wrestled once, so he deserves more credit than given.
Indeed, it's a good point. That was Kidd's second bout of the evening.
I'd just like to say how wonderful it was, after 10 years out of the ring, to come back to this lovely little town and get such a welcoming reception. Brilliant. And we want this promotion to continue. We work very hard. We need your support, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Well, what a performance. What a performance there by Johnny Saint.
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Kidd just told me that when he knew Steve Gray was injured and couldn't make the match, Johnny Kidd begged the promoter and asked if he could do it, and Steve said it would be okay if Johnny would be a worthy man to step in the ring instead of you.
And he certainly was a worthy opponent.
Indeed he was. A cracking display by both men there.
One of the greatest technical matches I've ever seen in the world. Possibly ever seen again in this country. Once again, Johnny Kidd, Steve Gray, and Johnny Saint.
And fans, at the end of Legend Showdown, it is only fitting that the last man standing, the biggest legend of them all, Johnny Saint. What a show!
The biggest show of the year is coming up this week, and it takes place December 2nd at Fairfield Halls in Croydon. You've got to be there, and you can be there by calling 0208 688 9291 for ticket information. There's no way you're going to want to miss John Ritchie versus Travis. It's champion versus champion as the 3-time British heavyweight champion takes on the 2-time and 15-month long-reigning Capital Wrestling champion, Travis, in the main event. The Tag Team Championship is on the line as well as Gideon and Jekyll. Team Hate take on Wolf Alexander and Tom Dawkins. And Hakan battles the EU extremist Richard Parliament. And a battle of the heavyweights will see JD Knight against Paul Milan. I can't wait. It's going to be a huge show at the Fairfield Halls in Croydon, Thursday, December the 2nd. 0208 688 9291 is the number to call.